Hello everybody's Radio Card Game here, and welcome to the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Market Watch. So today I want to talk about two things in particular. The first one is about pendulums, the stuff that you should definitely pick up, and the second one is about investments and a couple of cards that you should definitely get rid of. So let's get into it. First of all, I talk about Astrograph Sorcerer. As you can see here, its price is going up and it's already sitting at €3 a piece. Scrolling down here, we can see that the first power seller that has more than 3 Astrograph Sorcerer has 51 copies of it and is selling it for €2.30. So it's quite cheap and you should definitely pick up, because once Electromite will come out, this card will be very important at a point, and maybe everybody's gonna play it and probably will end up getting it in the ban list. But you know, it's a cheap card, it's important. If you want to be competitive, you're gonna have it. Second, there is Chronograph Sorcerer. So here you can see that it's quite cheap, way cheaper than Astrograph because nobody ever played, but it's starting to see meta relevance in the OCG, because in Pendulum Magicians you can easily trigger this card and summon out itself and another one from the hand, so it's actually a one card Electromite without normal summon, so it's very important. So if you're gonna play Pendulum Magicians, you definitely have to have this card. And it's cheaper, it's 30 cents, and the first playset is by Soika, that is actually has 4 copies of it for just 13 cents. And the first one that has 2 playsets is Terror Toast, shout out to his name, and that is of course professional, and it has 6 of it at 15 cents. So why you shouldn't buy it? Also, there is Games Islands that has Biggie with Astrograph Sorcerer, has plenty of them, like 63, 80, and Biggie itself has 46 copies for just 20 cents. So you can easily buy all of them or just a lot and make some money once Electromite comes out, and sell them just for 50 cents and €1. You're already doubling the price of it and you're definitely making some money from it. Going on with Luster Pendulum, of course the super rare version because nobody likes gold and it's cheap anyway, like you can see here, €3, and the price is going down. I don't know why, because this card is a 2 and probably it will be a 3 soon. Alibaba has a really good power seller, has 6 copies of it at €2.20, but it's not mint, it's excellent. And if you want to risk it, you're free to do it, but I never buy cards that are not mint, so I don't want to take the risk. That's it. But Alibaba has one that is also a really good power seller. But here we are with Junk's Playground, that is the new name of Goodyear. I don't know if you already know him, but it's one of the best one, and it has 8 copies of it for just €3 piece. Also Holy Baba has 7 copies of it at €3 a piece, so you should definitely pick this up because it's a really good card, especially in Pendulum Magicians, that in which all of the scales triggers when destroyed, and this is 3+1 because you're already adding something from Luster Pendulum. Also is a dragon and a Draco Slayer, so it's supported by Face Off, Draco Face Off, and once we get All Dice Revolution Dragon, even more powerful. Now enough with Pendulum Magicians, and let's get into Zephyros. Zephyros, all of it is really cheap because you can find all the cards at rares, as rares and commons, but in the Pendulum Evolution booster pack they came out like in super rares, but they are all for 20 cents, so you can build a deck for like 20 euros. But for those who want max rarity cards, there is also Oracle of Zephyra, the field spell that is the most important, one of the most important cards in the deck, and it's sitting around 5 euros. But as you can see, the price is already going up really fast. So you should definitely pick this up now if you want to play Zephyros. And remember, Zephyros alongside Pendulum Magicians is one of the best decks right now in the OCG. Again, there is Junk's Playground that has 7 copy of it for just 4 euros a piece, but they are in excellent conditions. So it's up to you if you want to take the risk. Of course, you're free to do it. Now going down here, we can see that that Junk's Playground over here has another copy of it for 3 euros and 50. But then just below Junk's Playground there is Alibaba that has plenty of them for again 5 euros and 50, and they are English, French, Italian, and German, and you can pick this up. Actually, I highly recommend it because Zephyr is going to be really good, even though we don't have Danglang, and I'll talk about it later. Now, stop talking about cards that are good in Pendulum decks, and let's talk about a card that is a really good card against those kinds of deck. Actually, one of the best one, and it's Unending Nightmare, a secret rare trap card that came out in maximum prices. And as you can see here, its price is really going up, and it's already sitting around 9 euros, between 8 and 9 euros. And remember, this card hasn't been reprinted yet, and probably the only reprint that we'll get will be in the Megatin of 2018, but they will be in August or maybe September even. So if you want to play competitive right now, I suggest you to buy them now. So MTG Agora has a copy for 9 euros, but just one. So if you need the extra copy of it, you're free to buy it. But then right below we have again Junk's Playground that has 9 copies of it for almost 10 euros. But of course they are mint and it's a power seller. So actually you can make a shipping from Junk's Playground and Biggie and just buy all of these cards in one time. Now with the extra deck, Full Metal Halfcast is the only Metalfoe card that has not a reprint, and even though the chart looks like it's going down, I bet that this card sooner or later will reach around 8 or 10 euros. In fact, as you can see here, the prices are not too high, but they're already higher than the medium. But of course you don't need a playset of it. You can buy just one from E-Man for almost 7 euros, and at the same price from Junk's Play or Alibaba. It's a really good price. Now let's talk about Danglong. As I mentioned before, Danglong, I know it's banned, but it's not that obvious that it won't come out from the ban list sooner or later. And I think that we probably delimited in the next one to push Zephyros and Electromite alongside limitation of a magician card. So they balance the meta, but that's not a topic for a card market watch. And it's sitting around 2 euros and 30. And here you can see Cardman has one for 2 euros and 50 and 70, sorry. But going down, you can see a lot of them for 4 euros a playset, but I don't know. You just need one anyway, so I don't suggest you to do a buyout or something like that. Just buying one for you in case Konami limited it. Now enough with any variants of pendulum and talking about desires. Desires as a secret rare has a really high price, but you don't need it right now. You won't need it during the next 4 months because next to the links that are gonna come out, that are gonna be really combo centered. So banishing 10 cards is highly risky. So if you're gonna play meta decks and you already have a secret copy or more of Pot of Desires, I suggest you to sell it for 20 euros, as you can see here. The medium price of the best sellers is 20, so I suggest you to sell it and then jump to the ultra rare that is just 3 euros, as you can see here, and just in case you suddenly need it. But yeah, if you want to make some money, I suggest you to set it now because the price of the secret rare will go down. But if you don't mind about doing some money from it and you want to keep it, it's not a problem. It's up to you. And yeah, just remember that the future of Yu-Gi-Oh, at least for the 2018, is really combo centered, and you can't afford to banish that one single copy from your deck. That's a really important combo piece. Now, as an investment, Eastern Fusion. Now, for those who love holographic cards, there is this beautiful Ultimate Eastern Fusion. And it's sitting around 20, and the price is slightly going up. And you can find it here for a single copy from Crank, one of the best power seller of card market. An Italian copy for 20 euros, but it's just one copy. But keep in mind that it's really hard to like find someone that has a playset, and even though you can find one, for example, Lot Cards, it has 4 copies of it, but for 23 euros. It's just 2-3 euros difference, but with those 2 euros, you can buy another card, for example, Dangland, if you don't wanna take a risk to seeing it limited. Of course, you can buy it from Lottie Cards for 23 euros, and it has a playset of it, a German playset, and again, Junk's Playground. It has 2 copies of English Ultimate Eastern Fusion for 23 euros. Yeah, but they are 2 copies. It's not always needed the third copy in the main deck, so it's also good the 2 copies of it, as long as Magic Dealer Partide as it, and again German and Power Seller always means. Now, for those who don't want to spend a lot of money in Ultimate Rares because they don't care about high variety stuff, they can still buy Eastern Fusion for just 2 euros. Super rarity from Fusion Forces. Of this, there are a lot of copies, but you gotta scroll down a little bit and you can find Holy Baba again. There is one for 2 euros, and finally you find E-Man that has 12 copies of it for 2 euros and 50, for 2 euros and 10, English version and American version. Again, power seller means nothing better to ask. Now, alongside with Eastern Fusion, of course, there are its targets. Sea Monster Theseus, even though it has been reprinted in a Mega Pack of 2017, it's not a card that everybody has. So I highly suggest you to buy it in case the TCG imports Needlefiber. And this card is a tuner and a target of Eastern Fusion, so it's free monster for Needlefiber. And here you can see JK Story Yu-Gi-Oh, MTG Top Decker, and Magic Dealer Partner that are all power sellers, and also Aether that has it as a playset. for just €1, but you don't need to place it, right? So you can just buy one. So you can also go up in this table and choose whatever you want, but just keep in mind that it's tuner and it's an instant target, and it's gonna be needed by all of us for summoning Needlefiber. So I highly suggest you to buy it. Let's go to another card that is an instant target. 1000 dice restrict that is sitting around 8 and 9 as medium price, but they are all means. And scrolling down, we can see the first means cards that are around 14 and 15, and this is for the ultra rare copy. So if you don't mind to play, if you don't if you don't play God format, I highly suggest you to sell this card, and the same with a secret rare version of it, because yeah, the trend as you can see here is the same. The price is around 9, but scrolling down you can find it at 14 and 15. But if you don't play God format, just sell this card, because at the end of February, in the Duelist Legend, in the new Duelist pack, will come out his better version, the Retrained Restrict, that is actually Millenniumized Restrict, and it's even better. So if you don't play God format, just sell Restrict. Now, before I end the video, I wanna do a review of the top 10 of the week that are actually quite the same for a long time. Pot of Desire, first place, second place Proxy Dragon, third place number 41, Roduska, then Nickel Talker, and surprisingly the Striker deck of Wave of Light. Then right after Solemn Strike from Call of the Duelist, Super Rare version, and yeah, Astrograph Sorcerer that we did review in this video, and yeah, Mrs. Radiance. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any suggestion, let me know in the comment section below. Also, what do you guys think, and leave a like and subscribe, and see you next time.